Hey, good morning, Jess. What's happening?
Hey, Steve. It's an honor to talk to you, man. How you doing today?
Well, what kind of question you want to talk about today?
I was curious, Steve, when there's an actual in-ring injury, it's not a work, not a gimmick. Do you just know, or does your opponent let you know, or, what, is there something, you just got to kind of wing it from there?
Man, it's kind of a thing where it's communication, and you can see the look on a guy's face or see that something's wrong and realize, hey, man, we got a real issue here. And, I was there, of course, when I got dropped on my head and almost got paralyzed, I was actually paralyzed for about 60 seconds. I was called transient quadriplegia and scared the shit out of me. So I told Owen, I said, don't touch me, I can't move. And he knew that there was something very wrong. And according to the move we just did, which was the tombstone pile driver, he knew that, I wasn't fucking around. There was something bad going on. In the tag match, when myself and Triple H were tagging up against Benoit, and I forget who else the opponent was, but that's when Triple H blew out his quad. Now, I don't remember him saying, hey, I blew out my quad, but when he went down and couldn't walk, we knew that there was something wrong with him. So it's kind of a communication thing, or a guy will flat out look at, or it's a thing where a guy will just flat out look at you and say, I'm fucked up or I'm hurt. And as soon as that goes down, you start modifying and you improvise, you adapt, and you overcome, and you call a audible in the finish. So usually, guys are talking in the ring. Obviously, guys have a lot of common sense. In the business of pro wrestling, you got to be a tough son of a bitch. And, I don't mean it with regards to going into an octagon and kicking ass, but from a pain level, being able to take the damage and think on your feet. Most everybody, and some guys are tougher than other people, but for the most part, by and large, anybody, that's in that squared circle, whether it's men or women, have some tolerance to pain and are able to think on their feet and get through things. And so when injuries happen, there's communication process, and then you go through the steps to try to get through the match. And, if you can't, then, you're talking to that referee. For the most part, he's wearing an earbud if you're working live TV. He's not if you're working a house show, and he'll call for medical help, and there's communication through that aspect as well. Many times you'll see a guy take a big bump off top of a cage, and as the referee just goes to check on him, he'll reach down, and maybe the guy will squeeze his hand to give him the signal that, hey, it was a hellacious bump, but I'm cool and I'm okay. So there's that process as well. So it's always something that you're always looking out for if something bad goes down, and it's communication, to answer your question and bottom line it.